I've caught up with one of the most known team managers, Team Honda's Eric Keogh.
Thank you very much, and good day, mate.
It's the Aussie man, probably been one of the busiest team managers throughout the off-season.
There's so much involved in this job anyway. It's not a 9-to-5 deal and away from the family and just your whole way of life. But for me, it wasn't about a paycheck so much.
Mike Fisher, Mike, you've got a big team to look after. Tell us what it's like to manage a team like this on a very busy day like today.
It's like a circus over here with these guys. It's like a bunch of wild animals.
Now, a little bit about yourself. How did you get into being a team manager? How did it all come about?
I've been around the sport a long time. I turned professional when I was 16. Started riding for Honda back at Honda of Troy days. And then I had an opportunity to start managing the team at Honda of Troy. And then it just grew from there. It's fun to see the sport evolve as it has over the past 10 years. And it's really interesting to watch these younger guys like Trey Kennard and what they're taking the limits to. They're raising the bar for sure.
Do you actually pick out the talent and say, look, I want that guy on my team?
Yeah, we work together at Honda. You know, we have a committee here that we discuss with management. And of course, I have ideas, they have ideas, and we sit down and we talk about it. We decide what a good direction is for Honda to go. That's talent-wise, marketing, and I think that's important to do. You know, for Honda, they have an image that they want to keep. Very hard-working, first-class individuals that are very competitive.
You get all of these kids, and they are just kids coming through, and obviously you have to really wean them off their parents. How hard is that to do diplomatically?
We as a team try to involve them with what we're doing as much as possible. But in the past, we've had issues with dads, and it's a tough go. You're right. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. It's kind of like day to day almost.
Would that make a decision on picking the rider?
It could, certainly, yeah. There's riders here in this pit today that have really good talent and that have been passed up by teams because of it. I mean, hopefully the families can be supportive of their kid as their kid. But the dads feel, and the moms, and they all feel like they're losing something. We were with him his whole career, every day for 20 years or 15 years, and now he's gone. Well, what do you mean he's gone? Well, the difference is we do this as a job and a profession. That's what we do. We specialize in it. They can specialize in parenting. That's what they should do. That's hard for them to hear, though.
Does it mean that you have to be an ex-rider to be a team manager? Because it looks that way, that's for sure.
I think it certainly helps. I feel like I can relate to the riders pretty closely. I've been in a lot of the same situations.
I just talk to the riders. You know, it's just kind of more like talking to you, doing good, you know, like let's work on this section. I can tell those things because I did it and I know.
And when we compare notes and talk about things, I think it helps to have that experience and you can relate really closely.
I think the biggest thing that I see with any of the riders we've ever had is the pressure that they feel is their own pressure that they put. Because I felt pressure and I did these dumb things because I thought somebody would think something or another rider would. And I tell them, the pressure you're putting on yourself is not warranted. Don't worry about that. That's bullshit. You know, that's not even a remote issue right now. Let's work on you and your things, not them. Don't think about them. Because a lot of the riders do. They spin what's said and they think about it and it gets to them. And I did it the same when I raced. And it's kind of like the mental part of it is the biggest issue, I think.
Not only is it the riders, but you've got to look after the mechanics and everybody else as well as representatives that come in. How do you deal with that?
There's a lot of different aspects to our organization here, and we have a really great team.
I keep track of the times. I tell the mechanics the lap times on the track, but there's not a lot of work that I'm really doing. These guys are doing all the work today. I mean, it's a highly competitive group of guys. Everybody wants to win.
I think that the riders feel the confidence behind the team when everybody is giving it 100%. We have a lot of hardworking individuals, and it makes my job a lot easier.
If I didn't show up, they could do everything themselves. I mean, they really work like a clock, so it's pretty awesome.
Mate, you've done this for a few years. I only work like a clock because they got the right man winding it.
Yeah.
You seem to be very poised and relaxed. I'm surprised. Is that just the way that things have been going?
Sure, I'm more mellow, but things can still set me off. You know, I'm like anybody else. If you slam your finger in the door, it hurts. But, you know, I'd like to think I'm better now than I used to be. I mean, you know, we all get better with age. Maybe like a bottle of wine or something, but I want to keep everything drama-free, so to speak. If we're the Titanic, I want to hopefully see the iceberg before we hit it, because I think, you know, even the best carpenters can hit their thumb with a hammer, and I'm just trying to see that coming. But again, we got some factory guys on the staff, so everybody's really experienced, and there's a lot of great minds involved in this omelet, and I think that helps. It's the quality of people you bring in, and so far no icebergs, you know? So far so good.